Oh, look at that glorious sunshine. Shame it's winter sunshine and it's -3 degrees. But we're here at St James's Park for the retro kit launch. Now, there was an event last night that I got invited to, well, all Mags Plus members got invited to. I think there was a limited number of tickets, but I got the email last week for it. But obviously we did the podcast and we had Arsenal and stuff, so I wasn't too fussed about that. Come down this morning to see it in the flesh myself, because I'm not actually going to buy it either. That'll be a big surprise to you lot. The amount of money I spend here and all the kits that I've bought this year and the Adidas stuff. Well, I get into why I'm not going to buy it in a bit, but the purpose of this video is to see how busy it is, how popular it is, what the fans think, and what the shirt actually looks like, to give you lot a look at it up close and personal, until you can have a look yourselves in person, or if you're around the world or whatever, to see it and to get as close as possible to it. So let's hit the club shop now. It's just after 9, so the doors have just opened. Let's see if it's popular. Let's see if there's a queue. And we'll get into more on my thoughts on Adidas, the club, the pricing and everything in a bit. No queues, just a massive white van. But thankfully no queues. I mean, I wasn't expecting queues. Listen, there was queues for the home one, but not for the away or third one that much this year. So for the retro one, this is how it stands on 9 AM Thursday morning. There it is. He's loving it. A few people knocking about. It is class, like, to be fair. First impressions, look at the detail on the buttons, like the old school. Obviously it's exactly the same. I think they did a really good job with the fade of the badge. Obviously we'd love to see the brown ale back. Love how that's back. Wish that was on every kit. And aye, looks like. It is really nice. Did a cracking job of it. Because sometimes the remakes obviously cannot be anything like the original, but this one, they've done a cracking job of it. 90 quid though, upside down £90. Big fan of this as well, which is obviously on the original. Look at that. Couple of the old school badges. Love how they've got that on as well. So for £108, you can get name and number on the back, and obviously the old retro style. You can't get your own, you can only get Shearer 9 around the corner, Ginola 14. Separate note, more training gear is now available as well. All black this one. Nice, like. Same as the red one and the white one. Loads of training gear available as well. Right then, here we are outside St James's Park to discuss the retro re-release of the 95-97 home kit. And I have to say, after what I said in the intro when I was walking to the club shop, I was very close to changing my mind. I said I wasn't going to buy the kit, and I stuck to my word. Just about managed to, because when I seen it in person, it changed my mind. It changed my mind. I absolutely loved it. Obviously, I've said forever that this is the best football kit ever. I've said it on Sky, I've said it on different programs, different podcasts. When that's been the topic of discussion, I've said no one anywhere comes close to this kit. Now it's been re-released, you can see why, because it is a thing of beauty. Honestly, I do believe it's the best football kit ever. Not just Newcastle, any club, anywhere in the world, any national team, whatever you want. It's the best. You can't beat that iconic 95-97 entertainers era home shirt. It's such a shame that we didn't win anything in that shirt, but we played the best football in that shirt. And it is honestly a really, really fantastic football shirt. It's just so good. And the remake is even better than I thought they could do. I mean, if you've seen that compared to original, that would be a good thing to do. I'm sure people out there might do that. I could do it if I went home and digged it out the loft or whatever. But if you compared it, it must be very close, because they've even managed to fade the Newcastle badge a little bit to match the colour of the one from back in the 90s. The brown ale obviously stands out, where you can tell that's more orange and stuff, and that'll fade in the wash maybe like the old school one did. But in terms of the overall look of it, you know, the buttons, the blue stitching around the badge in the bottom corner, that little square and everything else, they've nailed it. They've absolutely got it bang on. It's a shame that the name and lettering, the lettering and the number, shall I say,
is an Adidas on it as well. So it is obviously the same font, that classic font from the 90s that we loved, that they wore back then, but it isn't with the Adidas rating on the number as well. That's a little gripe of mine. The gripe of mine is also one of many others now that I've put it on social media and people are asking, oh, can you get Biazzi on the back? Can you get Barton on the back? Can you get Lee on the back? You know, whoever. You can't. You can only get Shearer and Ginola, which I think, again, is a shame. Or even your own name, or your dad's name from when he wore it back then 30 years ago, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a bit of a miss from the club there that like, you can't customise the name and lettering. Like, I get it that you couldn't... I keep saying name and lettering. Number and lettering. Anyways, you can tell it's early, and I'm freezing. -3, yeah? So smash a like on the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. But if you can't customise it, I get maybe in a club store they might not have the right amount of letters and whatnot, but surely online you can order it with whatever you want on the back of it to get it, well, in reason, and delivered to your home, you know. So that's a shame. And another huge miss for me is the fact that you can't get this in long sleeve. I've got it in long sleeve from back in the day, and you can't get it now. It's crap. Honestly, because it's iconic. More so the away one, isn't it? With David Ginola wearing it long sleeve. But this one, Ferdinand and that, and the others, and just players wearing it in long sleeve, fans in long sleeve. I absolutely hate how Adidas don't do long sleeves anymore. They are going to next season, apparently, because if you're an elite club, like Manchester United, where are they in the league again? You can get long sleeves if you're a Man United fan, but you can't if you're a Newcastle fan. But apparently that's going to change next year, and you will be able to get long sleeves as we are going to become an elite club deemed by Adidas next season, where we will have the retro Adidas badge as well, like we did have the retro logo on the third kit this year. We'll have the retro Adidas badge to match it, like Arsenal do, like Manchester United do, like Bayern Munich and the rest of those elite clubs do. We will be joining them next season, so that's good. But on this one here today, and not be able to get it in long sleeve is a miss for me. I think they've missed an opportunity there. And also, people asking me online about shorts. Do you know what I mean? People do want the actual full kit, not just the shirt. People want the full kit: socks, shorts, shin pads, Predator boots, the lot. Oh, you haven't kind of get them either. Shorts, yeah, why not? Bring out the shorts. You know what I mean? Bring the whole lot out. Then again, it is -3, and that's one of the reasons. And I'll get onto it now. Why I'm not buying this shirt. I can't wear it at the minute. It's absolutely freezing. You know, I was going to say, should they have brought it out at the start of the season or towards the end of the season? Maybe they could have brought it out around April. Because once you get past then the focus is on the new kits, like it was last year when the new kits come out, you know. Well, they don't come out until June, July, August, to be fair. So they could bring it out April, May, when it's actually not -degrees and you could actually walk around in a t-shirt. There's that, and just the obscene amount of money I've spent this year on merchandise is just ridiculous. I've got all 3 kits, so that's totaling a few £100. I've got the Adidas jumper, the Adidas pants, 2 Adidas pants actually. You won't be able to see them. One of the tracksuit pants, the training ones I'm wearing now. What else have I got? The Adidas Originals hoodie, another Adidas Originals thing. I must have spent close to £1,000, if not more, on Newcastle clothing this year. So when this comes out, and this is my biggest issue with it, it's overpriced. It really is overpriced. Let me know if you bought it back in 1995, how much it was. Now, I get inflation, everything's an absolute rip-off these days. 30 years on nearly. But £90 British for a football shirt there. That's remade as well. I don't know about that, like. Honestly, what I do know about it, it's a rip-off. I think we are overpriced. Let's remember, Newcastle is a working-class city. This isn't London. The wage isn't through the roof. The opportunities aren't massive. So to charge £90 to the public, I think it's overpriced. I really do, and I hope we're not heading that way. Listen, one of the good things Newcastle United do is they haven't went crazy on ticket prices yet. Aston Villa charging nearly £100 for Champions League games. At least we didn't do that. Other clubs as well, Man United and all this, you know, charging a fortune for everything. They're getting hounded now, you know. Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville, they've all been talking about it on their podcast. They did a debate show on it on their YouTube channel. So it is a topic of discussion. FFP, PSR, that time of year again. But £90 for a remade football shirt. £108 if you want Shearer 9 on the back. Wow. I mean, it's a lot of money, man. Just after Christmas as well. The month where everyone's skint. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that, man. I just think it just didn't feel right to me at the minute to buy that shirt. No doubt I might do in the future. People are asking, is there enough stock? There's plenty of stock in there, plenty of sizes, plenty online still, I believe, as it came out today. Thursday 9 AM, and it came out yesterday for Mags Plus members. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, they get an invite to the event that was here last night for Mags Plus members. There was a limited number of tickets, I believe, but you could just apply on email. I know a few people that went. and they were here last night with Rob Lee, Gillespie. So what I was going to say is that I think they missed a trick not doing that for the public as well. You know, not everyone can afford the 50, 60 quid a year that it is to be a Mags Plus member, on top of tickets and buying shirts and everything. So why not just have one of the entertainers, yeah? Why not have Rob Lee and Gillespie here this morning with a cup of coffee and greeting fans? Is it really too much to ask? Or Steve Watson or one of the other entertainers? You know, bring them along for the morning, meet and greet, get your photo, spend £100 on a shirt, but at least you get to meet one of your ex-players that you watched and adored. Do you know what I mean? I just think the club should be doing that more than just, oh, Mags Plus. I know that's obviously one of the benefits, and that's fair enough, they could get that. Maybe they could get Rob Lee and a couple of others last night, and they get more for it, and they get to listen to them speak. But is it much to ask to one of the old players to be at the till the day and just having a bit crap with people when they come through the door and that? You know, I just think it's little things like that they could have done. So yeah, that event was on last night, little Q&A with Rob Lee, and that's good for the members, but again for the public, again for people who want paying extra every year for other incentives, then just a little touch of the day for people who have come on a Thursday freezing morning just to get a nice little surprise at the store. Do you know what I mean? It's just things that are for me that could be improved. But yeah, I haven't got the shirt for now. Will I buy it in the future? Maybe. Maybe. But I don't know. I just think, wow, you know, next year we're going to have Champions League trips again, maybe. There's another few grand. We're going to have the pre-season tour this year. If I manage to get on that, there's a couple of grand. Away days, just being Arsenal, that cost 300 quid. Night in a hotel, trains, match tickets, beer money. Do you know what I mean? It's not cheap following Newcastle, so another 100 quid nearly on the top. Well, it would have been 108 for me because I would have got Shearer 9 in the back, definitely. So yeah, maybe we'll get it in a couple months' time when I can actually wear a t-shirt and it's not freezing. And today I wasn't that fussed because like I say, I've got the long sleeve one as well. But when it's back out like that and that one's in the loft, I kind of just want to keep that, and I could get that and just wear it on videos and stuff. But right now I was just like, nah, not doing it. Not doing it. For again, this video and ended back in the club shop. Giving out 100 quid. But let us know what you think on the price. And for me, like I said, I think it's overpriced. And I hope that's not a direction the club and Adidas are going to go into, because they have to remember the area that we're in here. Do you mean it's a hard working area, Newcastle, where people have to graft for the money. So I hope they don't treat like bloody London, where the wages are higher and things like that. So aye, there's my opinion on the remake of the 95-97 home shirt. So let me know, will you be buying it in the comments below, and your overall thoughts on the remake of the kit. And the last thing as well, what other shirts would you like to see Newcastle United remake? Because for me, I would have loved to have seen the Sunset Goalkeeper shirt remade. That is the special one. That is unbelievable. So that you could remake that one, I think I would be running back with 100 quid and buying that on release day, because that one is unreal. Other iconic ones that could release, you know, the denim shirt, another away one. There's plenty, isn't there, throughout that Adidas era. The other home one, down the middle, shield on the back, you know, 98, 99, class, Aspire on the back, Champions League nights. That could be the next one. I'm sure they won't stop here. If people are buying it, they'll keep on selling them. So why not? I hope it just goes back into the pot for FFP, and it means we can sign some new players. That is one positive, I suppose, of spending more cash here. So yeah, let me know what other designs you would like to see Adidas make, what you think overall of the remake of the 95-97 home shirt. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.